Are you thinking of making a career move? You haven't been happy in your role, your job, maybe the culture is challenging, or maybe you're just ready to do something different. Are you burned out? Before you make that move, there's two really key things that I work with people when they are in career and transition coaching that are critical to making sure that wherever you do go, you're more likely to be successful and thrive. First of all, sometimes the challenges that we're having in our role absolutely have to do with where we are and who we're working with, but also have to do with ourselves and how we're showing up. So have you really done the work to assess your role and how things are going? Now, that doesn't mean that you have to stay, but it is helpful to do that work to really understand what you need to do when you go to that next opportunity to set yourself up for success and to make sure you're not ending up in the same pattern again. The second thing is, have you really done the deep work to understand your own cultural needs in an organization, in a workplace? Our strengths, because they're underpinned by core motivations, are really key indicators to the kind of culture that we'll thrive in. So have you done the deep work to really understand the kind of culture that you require in order to be successful? And then do you understand how to ask the right questions and really assess whether or not the culture you're moving to is going to be a good fit? Sometimes in these two assessments in coaching, we find that actually you are in the right spot, and there's ways you could be showing up differently so that you are focusing on what you love and that you can be more successful right where you are. And sometimes it really is time to move on. But being intentional and doing that hard work is well worth it, because changing jobs once is hard. Having to change again in 6 months because you realize that either you haven't identified and dealt with your own issues or you didn't pick the right culture, that's even more painful and will lead to even more burnout. I wish you luck as you are exploring, as I think about 50% of the country is exploring. And if you're a company trying to figure out how to keep people who are looking and exploring, becoming a strengths-based company and really focusing on people's strengths so that they can do this deep work for themselves and realize and work better together is key.